Good morning, good day to all of you, and welcome to this annual meeting of the Eurasia Transparency Framework within the CBIT GSP program. So today we will provide you information about main results and achievements in 2025, but also we will share a work plan for 2026, and I'm very pleased to be your moderator today and presenter, but also on behalf of the UNEP Copenhagen Climate Center, our headquarters, my dear Freya, my dear colleague Freya will provide you with a welcoming speech. So Freya, welcome, and please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Slajana, and good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining. I think you can see already that today's session is being recorded, so for colleagues who aren't able to join right now, welcome to you as well. So good morning, everyone, and I'm delighted on behalf of UNFCCC and the CBIT GSP to welcome you to the annual meeting for the Eurasia Network for 2025. Our aim today, as Slajana had said, is to summarise some of the key achievements and results that took place across the Eurasian network this year, and also to really define the new cycle, so the 2026 cycle of the support that CBIT GSP will provide across the region. So, as you all know, you're the people working in your countries across the region. 2025 posed a really significant year in terms of achievements and challenges for countries in Eurasia. So of course, many of you were finalizing and submitting your first BTR reports, or also preparing your NDCs. And also many of you also engaged in the technical expert review, or at least have those coming up next year, and also advanced your reporting under the EU governance regulations. So obviously under the modalities of the CBIT GSP support, we have been helping you to address some of these challenges, and through that the CBIT GSP has conducted numerous capacity building events to enhance transparency and support the different countries in the Eurasia in meeting these different reporting obligations under the Paris Agreement. So these activities have ranged from regional or country-based trainings or learning sessions, webinar series, or just one-off standalone webinars, one-to-one expert support, quality reviews of your full BTRs or specific BTR chapters or your CRTs, and exchanges of experience. And these have taken place both online and in person. Some of the key examples of the activities that have taken place this year is obviously this year in collaboration with the Central Asia and the Caucasus network. We had the regional workshop in Turkey in May 2025, which focused on the TER preparation, addressing review comments, identifying capacity building needs, and overall improvement of your BTRs. We also had the third iteration of the mutual learning program, which took place over a few months this year, which again was done in collaboration with the Japan's Ministry of Environment, which on this particular session of the MLP, it focused on tracking and reporting of greenhouse gas emission projections, and then included practical exercises of completing certain CTFs, so the common tabular formats for the NDC tracking chapter, and then reporting on NDC progress. And from the Eurasia region, Turkey and Moldova participated. We also had a number of adaptation reporting events. So this included webinars, and then a new iteration of the MLP, which has dedicated to the M&E of adaptation systems, and then strengthening adaptation reporting in the BTRs. So just building on that, I think in total we've had 11 regional events take place across the network, and provided 9 individual in-country support activities. And in total we've engaged with over more than 400 experts in total when you look at all the different activities together. So I think it's really great to see that 6 out of 8 of the countries in the network have actually submitted their first BTR. So it's a massive congratulations to the teams. And of course, there are 2 that are in their final stages. And we very look forward to seeing them submitted soon. And we already know that some countries within the region are already starting their preparation for BTR2. And of course, this year was the year for countries to submit their NDC 3.0, and 4 countries in the region also submitted submitted this. So it's great to see this across the region. So obviously, as we look forward to 2026, CBIT GSP will continue to focus our support in preparing for BTR2 for countries, so addressing recommendations that come up in the TER, improving the overall reports, and overcoming some of those bottlenecks to better align with the NPGs overall. And also, I think a big part of looking at that is understanding what recommendations can be addressed for BTR2 and what recommendations we can set down for sort of future reporting cycles. So we've collaborated this year with the UNFCCC, FAO, UNDP, UNEP, the European Environment Agency, and we will continue to hopefully work with these next year as we want to continue to strengthen the capabilities and the capacities under the ETF implementation. And taking on board some of the areas that we focused on this year, and obviously working hand in hand with these with the different countries in the region, we know that we will continue in 2026 to really focus on some of the key reporting areas. So again, it's the improving the greenhouse gas inventories, which is almost a forever area that we want to continue providing support in, as it's such a massive area to look at, especially as we transition to moving to higher tier reporting and improving methodologies. We want to further look at the tracking and reporting of NDC progress, especially the adaptation reporting, and especially with the new indicators under the global goal of adaptation. This, I think, will become a really important area, not only for BTR2, but obviously for future reporting cycles. And we will also continue to focus on sharing practices and lessons learned under the ETF. So as Sljana said, today's meeting will showcase the key results and achievements from 2025 and discuss their effectiveness and reflect on how CBIT GSP support has helped countries refine in their reporting process. We'll also review some key lessons learned, identify current needs to really identify and inform the activities that will be taking place in 2026 across the network through the presentation of the 2026 work plan. So of course we've devised, Sljana has devised this work plan, and it's by no means the final version. We really want to hear your feedback, your specific feedback on the activities that have been proposed. So if there are activities that you feel haven't been covered enough, if there's activities that you don't think maybe are a priority for next year, we want to hear this. We want to have this feedback from you as we move forward in this meeting, but also through the mentees, through the Q&A function, and also we're always free to reach out to on emails after the event. And yeah, what we really want is for this annual meeting to be a collaborative forum to really discuss and identify and agree on the overall priorities for not only your countries, but for the region. And we really want to make sure that the support that we provide next year is directly reflecting the needs that are most pressing. So we sincerely hope that we want to continue this productive collaboration that we've had with you this year, last year, into 2026 and into the CBIT GSP beyond that as well. And we want to obviously continue enhancing the technical and individual capacities for climate transparency and reporting across the region. And we want to continue supporting and preparing these high quality reports and ensuring transparency under the Paris Agreement. So thank you all so much for being here today. And of course, we're open for discussions, for questions throughout the whole session. And yeah, I really look forward to a collaborative session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Freya, for reminding us on some activities and successes from this year, which was really challenging for most of the countries from the region, especially because of the preparation and submitting their first BTRs. Also, the NDC 3.0 deadline was also there, so most of some countries also worked on that and submitted. Some are still working, and also additional challenge is climate reporting to European Environmental Agency, which is very much specific for this region. So that's why actually we are here. We are asking you for your needs, support needs, and based on some of your comments, inputs, and discussions, we made work plan to support you in 2026. Before I start with the presenting activities and successes from this year, I would like to ask you kindly to turn on your cameras and to make a joint photo of this meeting. So please. I'm very glad to see many of you, your smiles. I hope that you are finalizing all activities for this year. I know it's still like burning, but it's close to the end. And yes, with this meeting, we will conclude one of these planned activities for this year. So any more cameras, maybe? Just one shot, initial shot. Okay. And one more. Just a second. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I will continue with sharing my slides. So here is the full screen. So let's go through some regional and global activities we jointly implemented in 2025. So we started with one exchange experience webinar on transparency practices for preparation, for better preparation of NDC 3.0. And that was joint event for our network, three CBIT GSP network for Eurasia, Central Asia, Caucasus, and MENA, Middle East and North Africa, in order to address issues and linkages between reporting in BTR and preparation of the NDC3. So we had opportunity to hear interesting reflections from reporting to preparation of NDC 3.0. Then we continued with our activities to learn more about technical expert review, since many countries or most of the countries within our region prepared and submitted their BTRs. So we had one introduction webinar for Central Asia and Caucasus and Eurasia in order to better prepare for technical expert review. Also, since we are paying a lot of attention to the mainstreaming gender issues in climate transparency reporting, this next event in March we dedicated to Women's Day in order to stress gender data for importance of the gender data for climate reporting and mainstreaming gender issues in the ETF system. Next was like one online webinar where we actually presented a template for reporting adaptation within the BTR. This template was prepared by our colleague from UNFCCC, and it can serve as a valuable tool for all of you that reporting adaptation BTR, which is of course suggested, but you can be very clearly guided by using this template. This event was a global event, and we highly recommend using these templates. Also, we develop some other templates that I will mention throughout the presentation. Also, the next event was one in-person training workshop that we organized jointly with our colleagues from European Environmental Agency, where we provided information and guidance on reporting obligations and modalities for reporting of climate adaptation and climate finance. As you know, of course, the Eurasia region has a double obligation of climate reporting, and in that light, we truly working with colleagues from European Environmental Agency to align our guidance and support to countries, since most of the areas that you have to report are aligned or more or less the same. In the May, as Freya already mentioned, we organized the regional technical workshop on preparation of technical expert review for our colleagues from Central Asia and Caucasus, and for Eurasia network. It was in-person training workshop that took place in Ankara with great support of our partners, specifically FAO, UNDP, UNEP, and of course, colleagues from UNFCCC. Also, one next important event was launch of the national inventory document template that is created by our colleague from Chile and within the CBIT GSP. And this template can serve you to better report your inventory. And it's actually a template that I've been shared with you, but in case that you need additional information or presentation, we are you are very much welcome, and we can organize it for you. Also, next event was a GEG projection tools webinar organized in online mode in order to introduce countries with different projection tools to compare functionalities of each, and to better show or assess maybe some tools that are more suitable for your country needs. After, we have also post-workshop webinar on the technical expert review, since the many questions raised during the workshop in Ankara on TER and afterwards were not answered, and we actually needed clarification from the technical expert review team from UNFCCC. And then this was organized in the form of the webinar, where colleagues from the TER team answered and clarified many issues related to technical expert review. In September, we had organized a global transparency forum, including high-level dialogue on transparency for accountability and raising ambition, which was in person in Songdo in South Korea. And some of country representatives participated, of course, along with other 120 country representatives from the world. Then also, since some countries raised their needs or on support for clarification and guidance on monitoring and evaluation for adaptation in terms of better reporting. We have organized an online webinar in November jointly with our colleagues from Anglophone Africa Transparency Network. Also, during the last year, we produced some knowledge products and publications for Eurasia. And one of these is Georgia's good practices on NDC tracking system, which is presented for several times by our dear colleague Kaka from Georgia. Then also we finalized and published a report on rapid assessment of transparency capacities of Eurasia. That was the second. And also in December, we had our annual, prepared our annual network report summarizing all activities for the year. What remained from 2026, but it has been raised by some countries for maybe in-country support, maybe one regional event or training is more information and guidance on QA and QC systems. Also presentation of gender toolkit that still is under development, and we really hope that it will be finished early next year. And also exchange of experience in preparation of BTR1 and in context of preparation of the BTR2. So exchange experience, lessons learned, and some possibilities and potentials for improvement and in the next reporting cycle. Just some statistics, achievements from the past, from this year, like we had 11 events, training, workshops, technical webinars, experience sharing sessions organized online, in person. Also, what was specific for this year is cross-network collaboration with some other networks like Central Asia and Caucasus, MENA and Anglophone Africa. And we had more than 30 participants, country representatives at all events. So as of the structure of the events in 2025, most of the events were technical webinars, also 2 in-person trainings and 2 experience sharing events, and most of the participants participated at technical webinars. Comparing 2 years, previous and this one, we now focus more on very specific issues. In 2024, we were like more focusing on ETF general requirements and BTR, MPG provisions, institutional arrangements, NDC tracking and reporting in general, of course, and same when it comes to GAG inventories, climate finance and adaptation reporting, IT systems for climate reporting, etc. So this year we focused on embedding transparency in the NDC 3.0 preparation, especially preparation for technical expert review. Then also fostering gender data for better climate reporting and policies, reporting of adaptation and climate finance, GAG projection tools, monitoring and evaluation of adaptation, then also inventory and templates for adaptation reporting. Also, some additional statistical data. Satisfaction rate from regional events was really great, since 73% of participants of you were satisfied, which is increased from previous year. So thank you for that. I hope that really in this year we focus more on very specific issues and needs necessary for you to report different sections in your BTR1 and to improve a certain data, methodologies, modalities, etc. So thank you very much. As of in-country activities or activities for on specific support for countries, we had a mutual learning program, which is a very specific peer-to-peer learning event organized to improve reporting on emission projections. And Moldova, Turkey, and Japan, as a developed country, participated at these events. Also, during the June and October, we introduced a new mutual learning program for reporting information on climate change impacts and adaptation, focusing on monitoring and evaluation and reporting of adaptation results. From June to November, we provided support for Albania in preparation of their BTR1, where we organized a series of the webinars for a specific thematic areas, and also direct consultancy for NDC, for support needed received, and for adaptation review and quality. We also performed quality review for prepared chapters. In August and September, we organized specific trainings for in order to improve GAG inventories for Turkey. So it was serious webinars and also in-country trainings and exercises focusing on transport, IPPU, LULUCF sector of the GAG inventory. In November, we have organized their exercise for Serbia. It was very interesting. Consisted of three events with some theoretical introduction, but also some very specific examples from their process, recent trend process from other countries, but also focusing on Serbia's as example, analyzing their BTR and providing potential questions that their team might pose to during their technical expert review and discussion, potential answers and potentials for improvement in next reporting cycle, capacity building needs, etc. In November, we organized the training on the use on the ETF reporting tools, focused on the national GAG inventory for Montenegro. It was with great organized with support of our colleagues from FAO, Jordanis specifically. And also throughout the year, we provided various support in order to review BTRs against their quality, preparation national teams for COP, communication with UNFCCC, etc. So I really like this, the last point, since comparing to the previous year, countries are more like willing and free to contact me directly for this specific types of the support that we can, of course, provide. Some statistics from the in-country support. We supported 9 countries with technical trainings, webinars, exercises, quality reviews, and one-to-one expert consultancies and support. Also, we had online and in-person support this year, and the totally 217 participants, country representatives, were involved in these trainings and webinars. So as for topics, most of the events and support were addressed in terms of the NDC reporting, also adaptation reporting, but report also in reporting on support needed and received, improvement of GAG inventory, technical expert review, and on the ETF tools. Just an overview of in-country support provided. MLP learning exercise on emission projections for Moldova, Turkey, and Japan. MLP on adaptation for Bosnia and Herzegovina. For Albania, support for preparation of first biennial transparency report. For Turkey, support for improvement of GAG inventories for specific sectors, and technical expert review exercise for Serbia. Also trainings on the ETF reporting tools for Montenegro. And when it comes to the satisfaction rate, 76 participants were very satisfied with support provided, and 24% were satisfied. We had like 43 responders to these questions. And also some gender statistics. Throughout the year, we have over 44 participants in our regional events and in-country support. So this is interesting information comparing to the next year. This year, we have much more women participated in events and in country support events. I believe that next year this balance will be more equal. So just to note that throughout the year, all 8 countries shared experiences in different areas, and they remained active throughout the year, and several countries provided multiple support, multiple shared experience multiple times, like Serbia, Montenegro, Turkey, Bosnia, etc. So because of the activities, engagement, and finalization of the timely finalization of the BTR1 just before the COP, and for a great involvement and activities within the year, Turkey was awarded with the Transparency Excellence Award within our network, within the Eurasia network, during our Global Transparency Forum. To congratulate to Turkey, which is actually, just to mention, I don't know for the reasons behind and evidences and all information you provided, but I'm very glad that Turkey is hosting the COP, next COP. So congratulations on this. I would say that you are the right country and very mature in order to entire organization. So congratulations for that. Also, just to mention that our support would not be possible without our partners and collaboration with specifically UNFCCC, FAO, Ministry of Environment of Japan, European Environmental Agencies, and UNDP colleagues, and I would like to thank you very much for that. So we are really joint forces in the region, and I believe that together we can support better, since CBIT GSP does not have capacities for all areas, for all information, for all guidance. So that's why we are collaborating regionally, but also by different topics. Just to note, just to provide information about submission of the BTR status and BTR and the challenges, some challenges for timely submission. As of now, 6 countries submitted their BTR 1, while 2 countries are in very final stage of finalization, but also 4 countries from the region, Moldova, Montenegro, Serbia, and Turkey, submitted their NDC 3.0. But what surprised me also, the 1 country from the region, Georgia, submitted also national 5th national communication first from our region. So congratulations to Georgia on this. And also some challenges related to funding. As of now, all countries secured funding for development of BTR2, but 3 countries still do not have funding for development of BTR2. So also 1 country does not have a CBIT project, national CBIT project, and additionally 1 country completed its CBIT first stage. So in terms of support, in terms of needs that you might have in preparation and scoping your project proposals for BTR funding or national CBIT projects, you are very much welcome, and we will do our best to support you. So these are just some photos from our work in this year, from different events, from workshops, from global forum in I have some troubles with moving these slides. Just a second. From global forum in Seoul, etc., etc. So it was really a pleasure to work with you, to cooperate with you, and to see your successes, since you did a great job by submitting your BTR1, and some of countries are already preparing for BTR2. Some others finalizing also their NDC 3.0. So there is a lots of challenges in front of you. And just to let you know that we are here always to support you, and you are very welcome to work within the CBIT GSP regional network. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions or comments, you can raise your hand before we continue with the country experiences. Yes, Kaka, please. You have raised your hand.
Thank you, Svalajana. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you very much for this great review of the whole year. I also would like to join your congratulations to our colleague Hakan. Turkey is going to visit the next COP, so really busy year ahead to you, Hakan. So we're supporting fully to you on this role. And also it was really great that you have a championship for this year under the BTR. Turkey has really deserved this because they were in time submission for the BTR. With regards to the success, what you have shared, Slajana, I'd like to thank CBIT GSP support because the project has really supported Georgia and our the online management tool that we have developed under CBIT1 was really promoted and shared to the colleagues with many events, and we really appreciated this. To add on this, I would like to share that beginning of December, we visited in-country review. And as a result, this is a very, very fresh and very preliminary results. But the information which I share you now, that was really just recently became aware that we have received only 4 recommendations for NDC and NDC description and tracking, and only 1 recommendation for the projections. I'm sharing this information to you because the previous year is not it's not reflected in your report now, but the previous year we have managed to have the support from the from your side to have the peer review of the BTR chapter, this particular one. So your role is also there, and I'd like to thank the Copenhagen team who supported us on this part, and the result is really there, and I'm happy to share these results to you. We also was very helpful from your team to receive this the regional workshop that was taken in Turkey to get prepared for the review process. So overall, thanks all of you for the work that we did this year, and I guess the next year would be very challenging for us, as you've seen, so showed on your screen. Georgia has just prepared the project proposal for the BTR 2, 3, and NC6. We are expecting this to be approved beginning of next year. And afterwards we will be ready. We will be all engaged to prepare the next reporting cycle, which means that we have less than a year to complete the second BTR. Let's see how it will progress. Thank you so much for all of your work done for us and for the whole region, and looking forward to continue work with you next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kaka, for this reflection, and especially for mentioning this peer review or quality review, as we call it. I think it's a very practical way of supporting countries in finalizing or improving their BTR reports in their final stage of preparation. So in this context, I really invite countries to contact us in that context, since we can review different chapters or all chapters of BTR and provide you suggestions. So also, Kaka, I'm glad to hear that you are securing fundings for the development of BTR next cycles. So I'm glad to see that, since I did not have that information by now. I see some also Lilia. Lilia, you raised the hand. Do you have any comment, please?
Yes, first of all, dear Slajana, I would like to congratulate you for comprehensive work during the year and continued support located to our countries. I would like also to inform you that Republic of Moldova submitted the National Communication 5 in March 2023. And now Moldova is implementing the BTR2 in National Communication 6. And also I would like to inform you that Moldova on the way for implementation of our first national CBIT project together this power. And that's I would like to add for your information. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilia. You are always welcome with this fresh information, and especially for submission of fifth national communication. Also, yes, I'm glad to hear that you also have secured fundings for next BTR cycle, and I believe that with the newly approved CBIT project, you will have all possible support to improve your reporting and your capacities in context of the transparency. So thank you very much. Any other comments? Or I don't see any additional hands. So we will move to our next session now. I have a very great pleasure to hear information on support provided by CBIT GSP, but from country perspective. And here to our dear colleagues from Turkey and Albania will present specific cases of support provided by CBIT GSP during this year. So please, Hakan, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
You are very much welcome to this event. Hakan is representative of Ministry of Environment, Urbanization and Climate Change, and Directorate of the Climate Change of Turkey. Hakan, floor is yours.
Thank you, Slađana. First of all, I would like to thank you for your collaboration before and during the preparations for the first Biennial Transparency Reports, and I also thank to Kaka for good wishes as the COP31 incoming presidency. ETF is an important agenda item for us. We hope to advance our collaboration with all parties in this regard. Actually, I don't have a presentation. I will present our experiences verbally. And over the last year, our national team has participated in a series of online webinars designed specifically for new staff members alongside in a country technical training program. We joined numerous technical webinars with MLP countries and the CBIT GSP team to improve our reporting capacity. These online sessions helped build a common understanding of the ETF reporting templates and the methodological tools required for effective participation in the transparency system. They also included a mutual learning component on the projections and NDC preparation, where we exchange experience with experts and other countries. This exchange enabled us to refine our modeling assumptions and strengthen our scenario development. Following these webinars, actually, we received a 5-day in-country training program held in last September. This training was particularly valuable as it allowed our team to practice and apply the 2006 IPC guidelines while working directly with our national GHG data. The support focused on GHG calculations, data management, and quality assurance and quality control. These topics actually were selected following an assessment of our national GHG inventory system At the same time, several new staff members were working on inventory calculations and transparency-related tasks, and there was a clear need to strengthen methodology consistency within our inventory. We also required support in developing projections, which are becoming increasingly important for NDC updates and for demonstrating progress in our upcoming BTR, actually second BTR. The training helped ensure that our national team could address these gaps in a targeted and practical manner. As a result of this support, we have already monitored meaningful improvements. Our inventory has become more robust with clearer methodologies, better documented emission in terms of emission factors, and stronger QA/QC procedures. And our institutional arrangements for data collection have improved, enabling more effective collaboration and communication with sectoral ministries. And as you know, the communication between stakeholders, among the stakeholders, more important in terms of the institutional arrangements. Furthermore, our capacity to develop projections has increased, allowing us better understand the impacts of mitigation policies and to articulate more realistic scenarios for our new NDC, actually NDC 3.0 in Turkey. As you know, we have established our own projection modeling system, and in our in-house model that enables us to project GHG emissions under national circumstances. This progress has in turn allowed us begin preparing our BTR with greater confidence and clarity. Looking ahead to our second BTR, we plan to build on this support by further improving the consistency of our GHG time series, refining our projections with additional assumptions, and strengthening the reporting of mitigation actions and their impacts. We also intend to continue documenting our methodologies more transparently to ensure that our reporting remains credible and traceable. And throughout this process, we have learned several important lessons. Actually, one key lesson is that capacity building is most effective when it is practical and hands-on, allowing national experts to work directly with their own data. Another is the tremendous value of peer learning, particularly in these areas of projections and NDC preparations, where countries often face similar challenges and can benefit greatly from shared experiences. We also learned that sustained support over time is essential, especially in the context of staff turnover. At the same time, there are areas where future support could be further strengthened. More sector-specific technical deep dives, particularly in the energy, agriculture, and land use sectors, would be highly beneficial. And the CBIT GSP support has significantly enhanced our technical capacity and overall quality of our national reporting. We are grateful for this collaboration and looking forward to further strengthening our transparency work as we prepare our next BTR. And once again, I thank you and your team for your contributions and supports. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hakan. It was really a great pleasure working with you and the Turkey team this year. You are one of the most advanced countries when it comes climate reporting in our region, which is understandable from point of view of your institutional capacities. For instance, you have an entire department of Agency for Statistics dedicated for climate reporting or inventory preparation, which is excellent. But also, in the other hand, your colleagues, your team experts, your national experts are very much skilled in development of the inventory, and they are willing and able to discuss even the very small details when it comes to the inventory in order to improve further the inventory preparation and reporting on GHG emissions. So as I said, it was a great pleasure working with you, and I saw really a great response from your team to our suggestions and our inputs, which resulted in improvement of inventory and reporting in the other areas. So thank you very much. As our next speaker, I will announce Mrs. Eneida Rabdishta. I hope that I pronounced your family name well. She is representative of specialist at the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental of Albania. And also, we worked for several months with the national team of Albania in preparation, in supporting them to prepare their BTR1 and provided specific guidance for some chapters, especially NDC tracking and reporting, adaptation reporting, support needed and received, etc. But also Albanian representatives participated at our other events, workshops, etc. So, Eneida, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello.
You are very much welcome to share your experience and reflections from cooperation and support provided by CBIT GSP. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Hello, my name is Vesiana. I am a specialist at the Ministry of Environment of Albania, and today at this meeting I will be talking instead of Eneida because she had some other work arrangements and she could not participate today. But I will share our experience with you.
Okay, of course. You are very welcome.
Thank you. Over the past reporting cycle, Albania has benefited from comprehensive and well-structured support provided through the Capacity Building Initiative for Transparency Global Support Program. This support has been instrumental in strengthening Albania's transparency framework under the Paris Agreement and also in ensuring the timely and high-quality preparation of our first BTR. The support was delivered through a combination of online webinars, targeted technical clinics, and national and regional consultative events. In total, were held more than 10 structured capacity building and consultative events, covering all the key elements of the enhanced transparency framework. The topics that were addressed included the preparation of all BTR chapters, including national inventory reporting, mitigation policies and measures, projections, adaptations, climate finance, and technology transfer. Reporting on the NDC implementation progress tracking, institutional arrangements for the MRV, ETF, also data flow and quality assurance and quality control, use of the UNFCCC reporting tools and common tabular formats, and also technical consistency checks and peer review of the draft BTR chapters prior to finalization. The modality of support was highly practical and sector responsive. All the line ministries and agencies received tailored guidance relevant to their respective mandates, while cross-cutting sections supported coordination across institutions. Most importantly, Albania received dedicated hands-on support, drafting, reviewing, and technically checking each BTR chapter. Including feedback loops and other national consolidation of drafts. The main objective of this support was to enhance national capacity to produce transparent, consistent, and credible climate reports in line with the UNFCCC requirements. while strengthening national ownership of reporting process and also reducing reliance on external consultants over time. This support has significantly strengthened Albania's reporting system. It also improved technical understanding across institutions, enhanced interinstitutional coordination, and ensured that Albania's BTR reflects both national circumstances and international reporting standards. The structured review and validation of chapters prior to the final submission was particularly valuable in improving completeness and internal consistency. Among the most effective aspects of the CBIT GSP support were the chapter-by-chapter technical guidance for the BTR, the practical problem-solving approach of the webinars and the clinics, also the availability of continuous technical backstopping, even after the draft finalization of the report. The emphasis on learning by doing, which strengthened institutional memory. Several key lessons that we learned emerged from this experience. First of all, early and continuous engagement of sectoral institutions is essential. Secondly, technical support is most effective when it combines regional knowledge sharing with country-specific follow-up. Third is that initiative review processes significantly improve the quality of transparency outputs. Looking ahead, future CBIT GSP support could be further strengthened by expanding in-depth sectoral clinics, increasing peer-to-peer exchanges between countries at similar stages of ETF implementation, and supporting longer-term institutionalization of reporting systems beyond single reporting cycles. In conclusion, CBIT GSP support has been a cornerstone of Albania's successful BTR preparation, enabling the country to meet its transparency obligation with confidence and laying a strong foundation for future reporting cycles under the Paris Agreement. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just for stressing this very specific support that we provided to Albania this year, because it was entirely online. As Albanian representative said, it was highly practical, since we have provided one theoretical base with some guidance, specific guidance and experiences from recently submitted BTRs, but also then when country team prepared and drafted specific chapters, we provided additional suggestions that were accepted by the country team. We had really productive discussions in especially when it comes to NDC reporting, support needed and received reporting, also adaptation chapters. So in order to improve information provided in their BTR1. So I'm very glad that you have submitted and that your BTR is now better quality, much better than was initially drafted. So now, thank you very much for Albanian team being constantly active, involved in sharing experiences in our trainings, workshops, etc. So, my regards to Eneida.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for presenting on behalf of Eneida.
So
now it's time for a discussion where we would like to really find out which activities, which support you consider most valuable or impactful for your work on transparency, for your reports. From which type of support did you benefit from the most, like from webinars, online consultations, in-person trainings, quality reviews, in-country training? And if you have some suggestions on how we can improve support that we provide you, we would like to ask you to share it with us, since we are eager to meeting your needs and in overall to improve transparency reports for this and for next cycles. So any hands for discussion? I don't see any hands raised, but really feel free just to make a comment, reflection, etc. on the support we provided. Hakan, I see you raised your hand. Do you have any comment?
Thanks, Ladian. I will be icebreaker for the other colleagues.
Yeah, why
actually.
not?
Yeah, I have few words regarding the support. Actually, as you know, we as Turkey attended many in-person, online consultation webinars, in-person training, and I think the in-person training much more beneficial for Turkey, because we have new staff members and they have many questions to the experts, your experts. So within the in-person training, they ask almost many questions for Freya, to you, to Freya, because of this, and in-person training much fruitful than the others, I think, because in webinars or MLP, they don't have opportunity to ask their questions, detailed questions, because they're the other country colleagues, and I think in-person training much better than the others because of the detailed collaboration, detailed working on the specific issues.
Thank you very much, Hakan, for this. Of course, the in-person trainings and workshops exercises are the best, but also in your case, we had a really best situation, since we started with online introductory webinar as a preparatory for in-country trainings and exercises, which was like, I would say, a perfect way of working and provision support and learning, etc. So this year, Turkey was one ideal case in our support overall framework. Freya, you have some question or comment?
No, it was just a comment in addition to what Hakan said, and then further building from what our colleague from the Albanian team said. I think it's always best, when we're there in person and we're able to sit there and engage with the team for a prolonged period of time, and gain a closer relationship, but also a more kind of open and understanding area to share these questions. I think that's why the in-country support or in-person in-country support is always seemed or feels like it's the most beneficial. But I think that does remain true, and I think that's where the activity that we held with the team in Albania this year, I think that's really where we're starting to see how we can bring that level of one-on-one collaboration and a space to be able to ask those questions, what we feel like we could ask only in person, outside of the online webinars where there's lots of different people there, and maybe people have different questions, or maybe people don't feel as comfortable or confident to ask certain questions to a larger group. I think that's where the activities that took place with Albania can really be replicated across the region. I know that our colleague from Albania really explained it in detail, but it was very, it did almost feel like an in-country, in-person sessions that we were having, and we were able to sit down multiple times over multiple weeks. These were often ad hoc. They often weren't planned very far in advance. We were able to sort of, a small team on our side, it was myself, Slajana, and obviously Nelia, the network coordinator for the Central Asia and the Caucasus region. Over, I think, a period of 2 months, we were really able to sort of have multiple meetings where it was just the dedicated people in the team, so often 4 or 5 people only from the team in Albania, and it really allowed for, one, this kind of collaboration to take place and foster, but also to allow these questions that maybe the Albanian team wouldn't have asked in an online webinar with multiple countries to be there. So I think it's really important that I think the different countries know that this is a method, a way for us to approach the activities in 2026, especially for the online activities that will take place. And I hope that it's a modality that people will want to have, because it also doesn't require the sort of excess planning that's needed for the in-person support. So it really allows for, if there's an issue that comes up, or there's something that you really want to expedite, or there's something that you want to tackle quite quickly, whether it's in a 6-week or a 4-week or 2-month kind of time frame, we can do that, and we can address these problems quite quickly without also having to wait for the resources, for the time constraints, for the approvals of the in-person support as well.
Thank you, Freya. Before we continue with one short mini, I ask Snežana Dragojević raise the hand for some comments. Snežana, please.
Yes, thank you, Slađa. I just wanted to say that I think CBIT GSP is really excellent mechanism for the countries. In most of the cases, countries have national, for example, BTR, NC support, and they have national CBIT projects with whichever agency they're working or have the support from. But I think this mechanism for them is also super useful and complementary to the national activities, because maybe Freya touched upon it already, but they can also ad hoc ask for the support, and this mechanism is can basically mobilize this expert support, since you also work very closely with other agencies. So basically this expert support can be mobilized, and the support provided based on specific countries' needs. Sometimes you might not be able to plan everything in advance for the, let's say, next 4-year period, as the national projects usually have this time frame. But with this and scanning the needs, like at the end of the year, and then having this ability for the ad hoc support, I think that is very, very useful for the countries. Addressing specific needs, sometimes just one expert or a group of experts or one specific issue. This is what I'm saying. It's really, I think for the countries, it's very good and complementary to what they have already at the national level. And it's really excellent that, okay, this is the second phase, which will last until a certain period of time, like next year. But then with the support from Jeff, there will be a further third phase. And that is, I think, really, really great for the countries to enhance their national transparency frameworks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I see that Mirella also raised a hand. Mirella, do you have very much welcome to this meeting, of course. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, do you have any comments?
Just very quickly, and just say that we are offering this type of support of mentoring through weeks, and specific activities for quite a long time. And I think that it's a really an amazing exercise for us and for the country, because it's a so-called learning by doing, So we provide some technical understanding, the country work on that, they come back with questions, with challenges, and I think that it remain really in the experts, the modality of doing. So I really suggest all the country, if you have specific challenges that the country is doing that have to resolve during the phase of preparing the BTR, please reach us out with the specific question. We accompany you on that kind of process. And, I think that is a very useful, because for us is really a tangible demonstration of the achievement and the results of the capacity building that we are providing in the country, because then we see the submission, and that is what is our best results for demonstrating the impact of our activities. So I really welcome all of you, to request this kind of support. It's really wonderful. It's just needed to be open. Just indicate your challenges, and we are just here for giving you support. So I think that is the best way to go.
Thank you, Mirela, for this comment. Yes, as you will see in the following sessions, when I present the work plan, it's tentative, so countries are always welcome with their additional needs that they might have during preparation of their documents, working on inventories, NDCs, etc. So let's move now on our Menti questionnaire. Thank you, Mirela. Can you see it now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see.
Yeah.
I think you
Okay.
just need to start the presentation.
Okay, here are the instructions. It's easier just to use QR code, scan your QR code by your phone, or use type menti.com in your browser and enter the code 54643507. So one or another one. I will keep this initial slide for a few seconds more, just to allow you more to join to the. I see for now just 2-3 participants. Okay, I will still keep this introductory slide with the instructions. So we prepared a few very easy questions for you about the support we provided this year. So since we are very much appreciate your opinion. So I will move now to the next slide, which asks you, which activity or event did you find the most valuable or impactful in the 2025? So here are the options. In-country specific technical assistance, virtual trainings and webinars, BTR quality reviews, one-to-one online expert support, and regional trainings and workshops. So for some reason, I cannot show. Here they are, some responses. Of course, that, yeah, you find most impactful specific in-country technical assistance and virtual trainings and webinars. Also, regional trainings and workshops. Okay, thank you. As we said, yeah, we know that specific technical support, in-country support is the most impactful, but of course, due to different reasons, we are not able to organize many of them, considering our capacities and budgets, of course. So there are also some other ways in order to provide support. The next question is, do you have suggestions on how we can improve, how CBGSP could better support your work? Some of you answered that you need increasing or more trainings, okay. Grouping countries based on the type of the needs. Yes, of course, good suggestion. Thank you. More trainings again. Okay, you will see in proposed annual work plan that you we are planning more trainings and continue to do trainings. Thank you very much. Any additional suggestions? For now, no. Okay. Overall, how satisfied are you with support that CBIT GSP provided in 2025? Most of you are very satisfied and satisfied. Thank you very much for that. But also, we appreciate very much your suggestions in order to improve our support, our trainings, topics that you maybe need more, etc., etc. All issues that better meet your support needs. We are very much. We would be very much happy to support you with that. So all suggestions, of course, are welcome. So thank you very much for your answers. And now we will continue with our sessions. Now is time to hear some reflections, insights, and experiences from our partners. So I'm glad that we have today with us representatives of FAO, Mirela Salvatore, representative of UNDP, Snežana Dragojević, and Per Ratlind, representative of European Environmental Agency. So I would like to ask Mirela first to share some reflections from support provided in the 2025, some experiences you had in the Eurasia region, and maybe some potentials for support in 2026. So Mirela, floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Sladiana. And first of all, allow me really to congratulate for all your achievement in the region. And in particular, let me really say that it has been really a pleasure for us to work in collaboration with you in the region. You've been always quite supportive, ready to call us, and happy to collaborate, open-minded in requesting support and do our best, to deliver the support to the country. In general, for the region, FAO is one of the implementing agency for CBIT and enabling activity. In this region in particular, as also Lilia was saying, we have been right now delivering the CBIT projects with Moldova. So we are really ready to start and happy also to collaborate. We are having Turkey with the enabling activity and the CBIT projects in the region. We are supporting any kind of activity that CBIT GSP think that our expertise can bring an additional support. So it has been great also supporting Georgia during the BTR review. Great also to work in Bosnia and Herzegovina and the recent also activities in Montenegro. So we remain open also for 2026 in continuing providing support in the region. And just also for saying that our activities, they are not necessarily only in the follow sectors. We also cover also the other sector with the technical experts that they are collaborating with other team. But also we are working in particular also on NDC tracking and in the adaptation reporting. With the other networks of the CBIT GSP, we are indeed organizing some specific activity on adaptation that seems becoming also an interest element to start to really to think about it in the reporting. So 2026, we don't necessarily have something specific, but I notice, I don't know whether Iveta is still in the chat, in the list of the people. I'm not sure. Just wondering whether Iveta is organizing one usual annual meeting from our decentralized office in Ankara. So I'm pretty sure that she will also be quite involved also during the COP preparation for supporting Turkey wherever there will be a need. I remain open. I've been looking at what is the activities, the request from the country, so we remain open to collaborate for any request that will come from the country, absolutely. And as I was saying before, whether there is a need for solving specific or technical elements during the preparation, we know that everybody is really rushing right now on the preparation. Please feel free to contact us. The support will be provided under the global CBIT follow projects that I'm coordinating, and we provide support to the country based on some expression of interest of receiving support. And usually is the same one that CBIT GSP is usually receiving. And I count also on Zladiana to ensure, in any case, to contact us whether she see that is something that we will be able to address. So thank you so much again, Zladiana. It's been a really pleasure to work with you in 2025, and I'm looking forward to work in 2026. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mirela, especially for joining to us, since you are I believe it's very late, since you are from the calling from the other side of the globe. So thank you, and thank you for sharing these reflections, insights, informations, etc. It was really great pleasure cooperating with the FAO. From several aspects, but first of all, because you are providing a top expert support, top-level support to our countries within the Eurasian regions, so far in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro, and this year maybe to some other countries. But also just to mention one other possibility for collaboration on ETF digital tools, since many countries have challenges with establishing national digital tools for climate data tracking, reporting, etc. So I believe there is one great opportunity for you to share and for countries to learn about NDC tracking tool developed by FAO. So among other things, also some countries need support in follow LULUCF sector, GG inventory, ETF reporting tools, etc., etc. So I see, and also I'm aware of many other areas that you can cover with your high-level expertise. So I believe that this year we will work together even more than in 2025. So thank you once again. Also, just to mention that we have a great support from a regional office, FAO regional office from Istanbul, this year in organizing regional workshop for Central Asia and Caucasus and Eurasia. I believe that Eveta is here, and I would like to use this opportunity to thank you very much, because your support and the support of your team colleagues was really crucial for the entire event organization. And now I would like to ask Snezhana from UNDP to share her information, experiences from 2025, and potential collaboration and support provision in the next year. Snežana, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Slađa, very much. I did prepare a couple of slides, so if okay for you, I can share them.
Yeah, of course.
For the easier reference, but really I'm thankful for the opportunity basically to present what we've done in 2025 and also what we will do jointly in the forthcoming period. And really happy to be with all of you here today and discuss a little bit about the enhanced transparency framework. So I just prepared a couple of slides, but it won't take too much of your time, basically on what we've been doing together in 2025 and how we can proceed with this in the future. Basically, what UNDP is focused is mainly supporting countries in accessing GEF funds for either enabling activities or national CBIT projects. So this was something that we did definitely a lot in 2025. In ARBEC region, which includes, so not just Eurasia, but also Central Asia and Caucasus, we work with the 10 countries, and we have at the moment 16 projects which are in the different project stages, either related to biennial transparency reports and national communication or CBITs. Specifically in Eurasia region, we work with 6 countries, and I can update a little bit more on your slide where further support is needed in 2026 and where we are at the moment. So basically through all those projects and support in apart from basically accessing GEF funds, we also support countries in developing biennial transparency reports, including improvement in GHG inventory, but very important part is also capacity building and institutional arrangements. Also, as one of the main principles from UNDP side is not to leave anyone behind. We very much work on including gender component, SDGs, just transition in the enhanced transparency framework, because this is really one, I would say, very comprehensive and overall framework that includes many different players. And of course, facilitating regional knowledge exchange and peer learning. When it comes to cooperation with CBIT GSP, I mean, you mentioned already so many things, and I'm really grateful for close cooperation with CBIT GSP and also other agencies, because I think this is the right way for the countries to achieve their objectives, which is basically to let's say, one day be independent and be able to independently report towards the UNFCCC, which is, I think, ultimate aim of all of us. So definitely we worked a lot on delivering different joint regional and sub-regional workshops, also working on different materials. I can just mention these 2 important elements which happened in 2025. One is significant work, I would say, on this gender toolkit. And this is something that I think I can already announce countries will appreciate very much. You will see that it is actually extremely comprehensive, but structure-wise, I think it's really great because it is structured that it corresponds to the various chapters of BTRs, and this is exactly why I think it will be extremely applicable for the countries. Slađa already announced that this will be, it is soon to be finalized, and it will be promoted further in 2026. And I think, for example, this workshop, regional workshop that you mentioned, which was held in Ankara as a technical expert review workshop, was really extremely timely, because most of the countries already submitted BTRs 1 and were preparing themselves for the technical expert review. And if we really want to be, and this is the whole idea, to be better in each reporting cycle. It was extremely timely for the countries to know what is ahead of them and how basically this process is conducted and how they can use recommendations from the technical expert review to improve further. So definitely a lot of joint work on various webinars, sharing experiences, improving methodologies and tools, and this is something that will be, I'm sure, continued in 2026. So basically going forward, definitely UNDP will be supporting countries in accessing GEF funds. You reported previously that there are still some gaps. For example, Georgia and Montenegro didn't access this bundled approach, which was introduced a bit later when it comes to cooperation with the GEF. So at some point in time, or for the first BTR, they accessed just the funds for one BTR and national communication. But now we are already working with both Georgia and Montenegro to get GEF funds for additional to BTRs and national communication. So for both countries, BTR 2 and 3 and national communication, Georgia is quite advanced. We are about to submit. I mean, December is a bit specific month from the GEF side because they have a council and we also have these Christmas holidays. So they don't review proposals in December. But early next year, Georgia will have funds available for BTR 2, BTR 3 and national communication, and Montenegro is also in the development stage, so they will access those funds. When it comes to CBIT, I can tell you that basically within GEF 8, CBIT funds are exhausted for the time being because this is a set-aside fund which is basically utilized on the principle first come, first serve. So there was a certain amount in this pot which is utilized. GEF is indeed considering some possible top-up, but this is still to be decided. For the time being, countries should prepare themselves basically for GEF 9, which will start from June 26, and there will be again this CBIT set-aside fund. So for all countries which are in this phase of finalizing CBIT 1 or which finalized CBIT 1 already, are definitely eligible for next CBIT cycle. You mentioned Albania and North Macedonia, with both in your slide. Both countries already approached UNDP. Negotiations are underway, so for sure UNDP will be able to provide this type of support and help countries access those funds. You also mentioned digital solutions, and maybe this is also one point that we might touch upon together. There is ETF tool, digital tool developed by UNDP. Some countries from this region are already working on it. For example, Montenegro, I think they were here on the call, but they had to leave a little bit earlier. But definitely, I think from the digital point of view, it's a very useful tool. It's of course up to countries whether they will find it useful for themselves, compatible with the national systems, and how this could work in the future. And just few additional information. I put here that what we would like to see at the end of 2026, and I think this doesn't refer really only to UNDP, but actually to collaborative work of all partner agencies, including CBIT GSP. Next year will be, I think, very much focused on BTR2 submissions because of this deadline of December 2026 for BTR submission. So our support and I believe of others will go into this direction so that basically all countries in the region are on track in these BTR submissions, and what we would really like to see is that in all countries we have more robust, consistent and sustainable transparency system, including improved data collection, GHG inventories and mitigation and adaptation reporting. Without strong institutions, this will not be possible, or at least we cannot provide a certain sustainability. So definitely we will work in that direction further, and thinking in the way of sustainability. Exactly, our intention is to basically work further on greater integration of transparency into national climate governance, because this is basically, together with raising national capacities, this is the way to equip countries with capacities to work on this further within their national systems. I will stop here, and of course I'm available for any questions either now or at any point, and just to say that I really appreciate to work with the CBIT GSP, as I said, and Slađa in particular, but colleagues in other regions as well, and with all other implementing agencies, because I really believe in joint effort in supporting countries in building strong enhanced transparency framework. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Snežana. Yes, it's very nice for having you here in the region, and it's great pleasure working and collaborating with you. As you stressed, actually, your role or UNDP's role within the region as a main agency supporting countries for implementing enabling activities is really crucial, especially from the aspect of the securing funding and supporting projects implementation, etc., etc. So yes, for the participants, Snežana is the first instance to ask question and support for project development, for enabling activities, BTRs, CBIT, etc., etc. So thank you, Sneža, very much. I see many opportunities for collaboration with you, with UNDP in the 2026. So, and looking forward to it. Now we will move to our next speaker. I'm very glad that our dear colleague from European Environmental Agency, Per, is here. I already mentioned that this region, comparing to all other transparency networks within the CBIT GSP, which is like in total 10, but this region is very specific since it has double reporting obligations in context of the climate. So together with colleagues, with Per and colleagues from the European Environmental Agency, we try to align these reporting obligations to find synergies, which are great, yeah, and to help countries to reduce reporting burden on climate issues. So, Per, please, you are very much welcome, and the floor is yours. Please, can you share your reflections and maybe some ideas and proposals for the activities in next year? Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Slađana, for this, and good morning, colleagues, as well. It's very nice being here with you on this. I mean, with this introduction that you gave there, Slađana, thank you very much for that. I think you've captured it very well in that the countries in the Eurasian network here, and as well the ones who are contracting parties to the energy community, they share this double whammy of reporting under both the UNFCCC regime and the enhanced transparency framework, and as well then under the adapted governance regulation. And this year here in 2025 has been the first year where the contracting parties, so many of you, have been fully reporting or have been faced with the full scope of the adapted governance regulation and having to report on all of these different reporting obligations that they are under there. So from our point of view, from our perspective here, our focus has been very much on facilitating and supporting the countries in this. In this as well has been in particular important for us to then identify the synergies that do exist between the two reporting regimes, I'll call them reporting obligations. And in identifying these, we can see that these are both cross-cutting ones, so to establish, for example, national systems and as well IT systems in this. So with national systems, I mean the systems that the institutional arrangements and legislation and the different MOUs and different things that you can have between the different organizations, the entities in the countries that needs to collect data, share data, quality control it, and as well report it. The establishment of these national systems are quite key for both the reporting under the enhanced transparency framework and as well reporting under the adaptive governance regulation, and improving these and moving forward with these, developing them further. That is one area that we have in our discussions seen that this is one area where we can do quite a lot. So this will be one focus area for us moving forward in seeing how we can support showing best practices both with the EU member states on one side, but as well with the contracting parties or the countries, seeing between you how you can learn from each other and exchange on this, because well, it's clear in working with you that many have some really good experiences to share between you. And then as well, there was on national systems, and then as well on the establishment of IT systems on this. This is another area where we see a lot of collaboration on these cost-cutting topics. Moving to the thematic ones under the specific reporting obligations, here as well, we see that on the specific reporting obligations, there are large synergies between what is asked to be reported under the ETF and as well adaptive governance regulation, and a few ones, just to mention a few, are both on adaptation, the inventory, on policies and measures, and as well projections. On all of these thematic topics here, we see that there are big synergies between them. We have, together with Sladjana and the Copenhagen team, identified and created fact sheets, and we have shared these in webinars and in presentations, but we are just about to finalize them as well. So we'll share them here once they are ready. And these fact sheets then are made to identify basically seeing this is the synergies between what exists in one reporting obligation and how that specific provision that is in that relates to one in a different under the ETF, for example, then specifying which MPG paragraph it is, and if it as well is, for example, in a CTF table and so on. So those fact sheets are forthcoming and will be shared once we have them ready soon. Moving forward, and in 2026, what we see from our point of view, what we will focus on are two things. First, it is to support the contracting parties in that haven't completed the reporting obligations under the adaptive governance regulation. We will focus on supporting them to be able to do this. And then as we come in towards the second half of the year, we will focus on it shifts slightly to prepare for the 2027 reporting. So the second round of this, where the reporting obligations under the adaptive governance regulation come in again. And in doing this, I think having reviewed the work plan that you shared, Sladiana, I see that there are many areas where I think we can where there are big synergies that we can do. We have to we've done well, I think, in coordinating, but we can always align more and coordinate more. So I think this is something that we will try to do here in the year to come. I can say that from our point of view, we have gotten a go ahead from the Commission to continue the support that we have been doing, and so we will continue for at least another 3 years. That overlaps then well with the timelines of the CBIT GSP project as well. So the need for synergies and coordination here is very clear. And as well, very beneficial when we are able to do it. About a year ago, we were together having organized our workshop in Moldova on these tools, and as well we had one in Tirana or in Albania on adaptation, and then we'll see what we can do in the year to come. So that's a bit from my side. I mean, a last comment for me, other than thank you for the very good collaboration. I'm looking forward to it as well, and I'm wishing you a good end of 2025 and a start of 2026 as well. The last comment is that as well, we want to thank Sladiana for choosing this picture of me, where it looks like I'm 21 again. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Per, for these reflections and information shared, and for also great collaboration throughout the year through several events where we worked together and collaborated in order to support countries and to make them easier to report the same climate issues to both in accordance to the both requirements. So in that terms, I see much potential for cooperation in 2026. So yeah, we will be in touch, and of course review our work plan, and we will discuss further our potential joint activities. So once again, thank you. And in terms of time, I really have to present the work plan now. So let me share my slides. I've sent this work plan in advance intentionally to have to allow you some time to see, to analyze, etc. So here is, I will go briefly through this just in interest of time, and just to say that the work plan is based on the key findings and priorities which are determined in the assessment of your first BTRs. Also priorities for the compilation and the submission of the second BTR. Feedback from your side collected through evaluation and feedback forms from workshops, webinars, trainings. Also, we have already started some discussions and meetings, online meetings with the countries in order to identify specific country needs. These are bilateral meetings, and also some discussions and meetings started with our partners within the region. So just to say that work plan is living document, flexible. You can always ask to add something in order to meet your support needs, etc. All dates in the plan are tentative, so it can be changed, and additional activities can be added. Just to say that challenges from this year and previous years remain. Some challenges remained. and others we will try to address to our support in next year. The common challenges you are talking about are limited institutional capacities, not adequate institutional arrangements to respond to the ETF, a lack of institutionalized and operational monitoring, review and verification systems. Data availability is always challenge. Technical capacities, human capacities within institutions also. So when it comes to the specific sectors, or most of the countries have support needs in GHG inventory and data quality. For instance, identification and to learn about alternative data sources for GHG inventory. Then some countries need support in GHG recalculations and time series consistency. Then about development or QA and QC plan. Also, support is needed for development and working on CRT tables for inventory and calculations for tier 2, maybe data and calculations for higher tier level. Also, development national emission factors is one of the requests. Then also countries need exercises or more exercises on IPCC software, modeling tools for GHG projections, and also ETF tools. When it comes to mitigation and policy tracking and reporting policies and measures, always needed. Specifically impact calculation methodologies. Then support is needed for NDC projections and development of key progress indicators. And specifically for this year, several countries are asked support in LULUCF sector of inventory, specifically mitigation measures, assessment in LULUCF sector, tracking and reporting LULUCF in general, development of land use metrics, etc. So proposed work plan is as follows. After the first activities with you and with the partners to agree and approve on the work plan in the first quarter of the year or in January, we will organize one session to understand outcomes of the COP30 and implications for developing countries. This is just an informative event and sharing experience from participating countries. Then we will continue with NDC webinar series in order to strengthen and learn more about mitigation reporting in BTR 1 and lessons learned and implications for preparation on NDC 3. Also, one informative event and experience sharing event is a mutual learning program. Reflections for future actions, just to analyze and exchange experiences from previous MLP and inform other countries about this peer-to-peer learning opportunity. Then we will continue with the NDC webinar series covering all bottlenecks identified by countries like emissions scenario analysis, smart target development, and tools for tracking NDC, information, monitoring systems, etc., etc. Next, in the second quarter of the year, we will focus more on lessons learned from BTR1 development, specifically focusing on institutional arrangements for transparency, some information from experiences from BTR1 to enhance coordination, data systems, reporting structures for next reporting cycle. And also next will be webinar on technical expert review, since most of the countries from the region are still expecting their technical review. So it is requested by many of you. The following will be, or is planned, GAG projection tools that will be webinar for all countries. Also, what is remained from last year and asked by several countries is development of QA and QC systems, which will be a webinar that will provide best practices and regional experiences in that context. In the third quarter, we will focus more on adaptation with one webinar for all countries, including countries from MENA, where we will provide a training webinar on practical approaches to monitoring and evaluation. And following is the webinar on readiness for BTR submission, since the end of the 2026 is deadline for the submission BTR2. So we think that this is the right time to discuss some bottlenecks and maybe to identify some potentials for improvements in your BTR2 reports. Hopefully, I said we will have our regional in-person training for Eurasia countries. This is highly dependent on available funding, on availability of our partners and collaborators, and I really hope that we will succeed to organize this jointly with other UN agencies. Also, in the last quarter of the year, we plan to organize a webinar for all countries about digital tools for ETF, since many countries still have challenges with the systems for tracking, collecting data, reporting, etc. So as some of you maybe remember, we also send a questionnaire about national ETF digital systems. So also this will be opportunity to present results of this questionnaire or assessment of the national digital ETF systems around the world, and to provide you some good examples of functional systems. Also, in the last quarter of the year, we will organize one webinar event about the COP31 in order to better prepare countries for what to expect, how to prepare for negotiations, etc. And also the event where we will present the gender toolkit for gender mainstreaming in transparency reporting is planned for the end of the next year. And we will finalize the year with the annual network meeting. As also for national activities, some of these are already identified, like support in adaptation reporting for Moldova, digital tools for ETF, also for Moldova. Then for Montenegro, support in GAG inventories, MRV, IPCC guidelines, and NDC tracking, etc. Then also we plan for MLP, Mutual Learning Program for Adaptation Reporting within the BTR for countries of Eurasia, Anglophone Africa, and Central Asia and Caucasus. This is a very limited pair learning exercise, so maximum 4 countries are participating, so we will see interested countries or identify countries interested in this activity. Also, we will continue with mutual learning program on mitigation reporting, with the topic this year will be policies and measures assessment, impact assessment, like CTF4, primarily with Turkey, Moldova, Georgia, Serbia, and Japan that participated in our previous MLPs, but maybe also include other countries. Also, the next one is the Serbia, for which we will provide capacity building on inventory compilation in focusing in LULUCF sector, and then also for Bosnia and Herzegovina, support in finalization of BTR chapters, also focus on CRTs and CTFs, reporting NDC and adaptation. This can be also on quality review of your BTR, maybe. For Bosnia also has requested support in LULUCF sector, key categories, uncertainties, and IPCC software, ETF reporting tool. Potentially this will be implemented by in collaboration with the FAO, but we will see, of course, and confirm. Also, additional Bosnia asked for exercise on NDC tracking and reporting. And Albania again asked for support in improvement of GAG inventory in sectors of transport, energy, LULUCF waste, chemicals, IPPU, and also IPCC guidance and software. Then also Albania needs training on ETF using a reporting tool. And here I have proposed support to 2 countries still finalizing their BTR1 to provide support or to perform quality review for them, for North Macedonia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And the last this year when it comes to the national activities is Georgia, that needs training and exercise on ETF reporting tools and quality review of their BTR tool. I will not mention, just to say that we are doing assessment of BTR within the region, so we will prepare also on a report comparing or analyzing all countries within the Eurasia region. And we will close annual support cycle with the final annual report and lessons learned throughout we learned throughout the year. Just to stress importance of use of climate transparency platform. Just to say that that's not the platform of the CBIT GSP project, but that's your transparency platform, which aiming to provide you with all transparency information with at one place, where you can find all climate transparency documents submitted in our region, in other regions, to just to compare, to learn from them. You can find all information about news events in our region and the other regions. You can find all slides and presentations and recordings of our from our events, but more specifically also you, and importantly, you can ask for direct support, since you can see here, here is the option for ask for support where you can find a specific form. Most of you maybe know for that, but also I'm very willing to support you in preparation of your support request. So you are very welcome to share also your information, your highlights from your country's successes, etc., here through this platform. So at the end, I know that we exceeded a bit of time, but it would be great to answer to some very last questions about our work plan for 2026. Just to what do you think, to what extent do you do the proposed activities for next year align with your country's support needs and priorities? Are there additional needs that are not addressed in the work plan? And what are they, if so? Have you begun preparing your second BTR? And if yes, what are the key priorities for 2026? So any hands raised for these questions? If not, I will continue with the Menti for, Lilia has raised, Lilia, please,
Yes,
the floor is yours.
I will say quickly. We began
Yes.
preparing our combined second BTR and National Communication 6, and we suppose they will be in time. We present it by the end of the next year. And of course, all these activities is in line with our future work. And we have improvements. We have a lot of improvements which will be introduced in our BTR2. And also maybe we will be lucky, and also we will use this possibility to do also adaptation communication in this cycle to add to our reporting additional report, because national communication and BTR can be as I don't know, a vehicle for adaptation communication, and the first time we are going to do it. Thank you very much for your support and a lot for your activities, Slajana. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilia. And just to say that we had a pleasure working with you and with your team colleagues from Moldova, and you have a very great team, very responsive and ready to respond actually to our suggestions and guidance. So yes, I see that you are running for BTR2, for maybe a national adaptation communications. You are very good in general in tracking and communicating adaptation issues and information. And yeah, my congratulations on all your successes. So thanks again for this comment and information. Now I'll share my last Menti, final one. Can you see the introduction slide?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. So here are again instructions. You can use a QR code or just go to your browser and type menti.com and enter the code 45437428. And here are just few simple questions in order maybe to better understand your needs and alignment of your needs and proposed work plan. So I will move to the next slide. The question is, how would you describe support provided by CBIT GSP? The support was well organized and timely, and training sessions were sufficiently interactive. The support meet the country's needs. Thank you for these answers. It's really important for us to have a feedback from countries, from participants, in order to better organize for the next events, sessions, workshops, etc. Thank you. I will move to the next slide. To what extent do the proposed activities for 2026, here's a little mistake, match your country priorities for 2026? Just most of you or all of you think that they are fully match your priorities. Thank you. But also, just to repeat, you are always welcome to come with a new proposal. So but timely, of course, and then we will try to fit the new activities in our work plan. So thank you for your answers. What is your highest priority for transparency-related support in 2026? Of course, challenges with ETF reporting tools. Many countries still struggling with the functionalities of and reporting to the ETF reporting tools. So we know for that. Of course, in the entire context of the BTR, tracking and reporting of NDC is the most challenging for the countries. So that's why we are focusing some of our activities next year on the NDC indicators, tracking, reporting, etc. Any other areas? Okay, I will open this so you can answer also later. The next question is, what is your country's biggest concern about the next BTR reporting cycle? I mean, on BTR2 or BTR1, if it's not yet submitted. So what is your biggest concern? Meeting the submission deadline, improving data quality and completeness, addressing gaps which are identified in BTR1 TER, then maintaining staff capacity and institutional memory, and the last one, implementing new or advanced methodologies. So what is the biggest challenge or concern about BTR reporting for you? So far, two answers. One of the concerns is a meeting submission deadline, and another is improving data quality. Yes, data, institutional capacities, technical capacities. That is something which is still challenging for the most of the developing countries, but luckily we have some good examples also within our region from which we can learn about some possible solutions for improvement. So any other answers here? Okay, I will move to the next slide. Overall, how satisfied are you with the annual meeting today? Very satisfied. Two answers. I know it's a bit over the time that we planned, and thank you very much for staying with us. We had lots of things to discuss for this year and plans to share with you for next year. Thank you very much for your valuable feedback about the work plan. So what to say at the end? Just I would like to congratulate you on your really big efforts and hard work in these years since, yes, as we repeated many times, your country teams, most of the country teams submitted BTRs, also submitted NDC 3.0. Most of the countries are finalizing their new NDCs and BTRs. Some countries are starting preparation for BTR 2, etc., etc. So also additional issue within this country, as we stated here, is reporting to the European Environmental Agency under government regulation, which is additional or aligned, however, but for you it's lots of work to do. So just to say at the end, thank you very much. I really appreciate working with you, your feedbacks, your inquiries, questions, etc., in order to respond to your support needs. Here is an entire team behind me in Copenhagen with great experts, but also, as you could see, our partners from FAO, UNDP, UNFCCC, etc., and European Environmental Agency are here to work with you and to make better and better results in order to report on climate and to improve our climate situation, I can say, since, as you maybe know, we are not on the right direction to achieve a 1.5 Paris Global Agreement. So that's why it's important to analyze our status, to assess some options, and to work more hard to achieve climate goals. So thank you very much. And I really sincerely wish you a great holiday season ahead. If someone has any comment or additional question at the end, please. If not, just thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and see you next year.
Thank you.
Goodbye to everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.